You know, from time to time I'm asked, does the crossing the chasm phenomenon apply to consumer markets? And the answer is, in some parts, yes, and in some parts it plays out a bit differently. I'm going to show you, I want to talk about a video here which sort of shows you the dynamics of how chasms play out in consumer markets in a way that really does accord with the original theory. So let me start by starting the video here. Let's just look at it as an opportunity to test out the chasm theory. So here we have our man dancing in the middle of a field. Now you can see he's trying to get people involved. This is an entrepreneurial action. And he's demonstrating how one can really get into this music, admittedly through his own personal interpretation, but he's definitely doing it. And if you'll notice, the people around him, they're studiously ignoring him. Girl walks by him completely, makes no eye contact. Another person, nothing. So he's doing it. He's not stopping. Now he's trying to recruit somebody here. You guys come in and play. No. Maybe my fly was down. Anyway, that was an entrepreneur being rejected. And does he hang his head in shame? Does he quit? No. Look at him. He's absolutely committed to his entrepreneurial exercise. This is the right thing to do. He believes in himself. He believes in what he's doing. But again, nobody is buying his act. But he's not stopping. He's got other moves. He's working it. And so we're almost a third of the way through the video. Now think about this if you're an entrepreneur. You've had to stay true to yourself for a third of your entire effort, and nothing's happened. Now look here, all of a sudden we've got a second person. This is his first customer, probably a technology enthusiast. If you'll notice, they're equally gifted at dancing. And we got another one. Now we're still, if you'll notice, this is still nerds, frankly. This is sort of like Big Bang Theory for three people. There are no actual women involved yet, but we're doing something, and everybody's this guy's now so excited he's willing to go up. Here come two more. So now we're getting this is beginning to look like a party. And now look, two women come into this thing. This is really here comes some more. This thing is definitely getting some early market momentum. Notice the people in the foreground, whoever, aren't buying anything. They're just still looking, don't know what's going on over here. Still pre-chasm, but you can feel that things are starting to break down. People are running in. They don't want to start getting left out. That's the pragmatist herd. Pragmatist people want to stay out until it's safe to go in, and then they all rush in. And now what we're watching is the actual transition from a chasm to a tornado, in which case more and more people start pouring into the field. It gets harder and harder to be the people sitting down. They're now realizing they've kind of actually missed out here. They're still being true to their conservative roots, but look at the crowds of people coming in here. And all of a sudden, we now have the equivalent of a whole new market that never existed. Look, people on the other side are noticing them. This is the entire market fruition, and this is what entrepreneurs dream of creating. And remember, the first third to a half of this phenomenon, it just takes one person to get the party started.